Hello everyone, welcome back to the news. Now, according to Nyesom Wike, in an interview when he was a governor, Wike answered a question where he said his predecessor was born to serve the state and not to serve him. That once he leaves the office, that he's going to give his predecessor respect. So why is Wike doing opposite of what he said before? Thank God we have videos as evidence of Nyesom Wike's words before. The receipts dey. Make una watch this video.
Two things before we go. One is, we have 2 minutes. We hope we can do this. We've seen successors turn against their predecessors in politics.
Yes, yeah.
Would you be worried if that happens to you?
Why? Is he serving me? Was he born to serve me? He wanted to serve the state. The problem we have, or leaders have, is that look, you succeeded in supporting the person to be in office, right? What you did, is it for him to fail or to succeed? You want you to come into your house to be taking orders? You want your wife to go into time, do this is what I want to do, not what. You see, once you have left office, you give yourself that respect. I say, I have done my own. If he wants my advice, it's okay. If he doesn't want my advice, it's okay. But for me to begin from day to day, telling him he must do this, he must do that, that is not acceptable. That's why people fail. They get, after I did this, see what you have done. Okay. If you want time to.
Thank God the records are there. I hope Wike is seeing this video. And in a recent interview, Wike opened his mouth and said that he wasn't happy with the declaration of the state of emergency in Rivers. That all he wanted was to remove Fubara. This was the same person that vowed never to fight his predecessor, that vowed never to fight his successor, someone that will come after him. Now he's the one fighting Fubara. Wike should leave Governor Fubara alone. Wike should leave him alone. All these fights will lead to nowhere. It won't take him anywhere.
The PDP is not ready for the 2027 general election.
They are not ready. It's very obvious. You see, I have told you, look, I had an examination. I'm going to class to read. Indeed, am I reading? Am I studying? Yeah, you don't need to deceive anybody that you're not reading. You're only trying to let people know that you have carried their bag to class. So I'm seeing my colleagues in the going to prep. Let me go out. You reach there. You're doing nothing. Then you say, but I want to study now. You know yourself. So people cannot say for sure. And I have said, it's not a question of whether you like me. It's not about whether you like. You don't, like I've said this. You don't need to like me. What I'm saying, is it correct? What I'm saying, is it what will help the party? All this struggle, power struggle, cannot help us.
A lot of people say since you lost that primary election and you were not nominated as a vice presidential candidate, that you've been bitter.
Oh,
and
gentlemen,
everything you've done is to pull the People's Democratic Party down.
Hold on. Listen. You took a decision that suits you. I took a decision that suits me. You suffer for your decision. I'm enjoying the decision I took. So that's why I said, when you continue to have this, it's a problem. Am I the one now who's saying that you will not obey the Supreme Court judgment?
Your Excellency.
That said, look, you that want to cut the solution, you see, when people take advantage, the National Secretary went to run for governorship. The party constitution did not say you should resign. It's a lacuna. The man capitalized on that. Went and came back and said, I'm still National Secretary. There's nowhere it says I should resign. Yes, you are talking about morality. Should you have gone without resigning? What's the business? It's power.
Well, I know you're not the AP. You are not an
Everybody
APC
takes
member.
advantage. That's why would you want to blame
Honorable
him?
Minister,
You correct that their constitutional lacuna.
yes. Will you deliver the PDP to the president, to President Tinubu in 2027?
Why?
Though I know you are not an APC
Why are you
member,
asking me
but
that
will
kind
you
of-
deliver?
Who is Tinubu other than me? Why are you asking me that kind of?
Because you are still a member
Hold on.
of the
You know why?
opposition.
You know why you shouldn't ask me that question. In 2023, I stood firm that I was not going to support the PDP presidential candidate. See, about leadership, let me tell you. As of 2023, APC was down. The Buhari administration was not doing well. Nigerians were tired. Now you had another problem. Issue of Muslim ticket, which would have compounded the issue. Difficult. I said that citizen. A decision has to be taken. Which way do you go? What do you stand? I want power rotation. I could not have imagined that after 8 years of Buhari, that the same will go back to. I said, no. It's not about whether you are choosing to be VP or not choosing to be VP. It's about principle.
You love it.
It's about principle.
Did you love it to be?
Love it to who? Now, I never love it. You saw the result. I never love it. Ask anybody. Now, to take that decision was difficult. But the decision has to be taken. And I looked at it. Atiku was not an option. So it's a no-go area.
When did he stop being an option? Wasn't it after he dropped you as
He never
vice
dropped me
president?
to say he dropped
When he
me.
did not
he
pick
me?
you as vice presidential
No.
candidate?
In fact, let me tell you, from day one, I told my people, they came. I said, one thing you must know, Atiku does not keep to his words. I can tell you authoritatively what happened in 2019. Atiku, Saraki, and Secondus came to see me that I was going to nominate Attorney General and the Minister of Petroleum. Saraki is alive. Now, when we lost the election, the man who is supposed to bring the Attorney General did not know when the legal team was constituted. And I laughed. I watched your television. I now called Saraki. You have constituted legal team. And he said I was going to bring the Attorney General. This is the shallow. Now, the point I'm making, people don't care. You see, when you see people, I know from day one that Atiku will never keep to his word. And I have never banked on that. I will not take his word to the bank. I will not do it. And so it was very clear. I made the right decision. And I stand by that decision. And you cannot see me now, having taken that decision in 2023, to now say, oh, I will support you for president.